Stop before you scroll. Before you decide whether this is for you, I need you to feel something for just one moment. Place your hand over your heart right now. Feel snorts that. That is not just a heartbeat. That is proof that you are still here. That after everything you have been through, every night you did not think you would make it to the morning, every person who left, every promise that turns to dust, every version of yourself you had to grieve quietly while still showing up for the rest of the world, that you survived something that was designed to break you, are still here. And you were not led to this message by accident, not today. Not at this exact moment in your life. God does not do accidents. What you are about to receive is not a message about someone else. It is not inspiration meant for a stranger on the internet. This was prepared specifically for the version of you that exists right now. The version that is tired in ways that rest cannot fix. The one who still carries the weight of something that happened. Something that was done to you or taken from you that changed the way you understood love, trust, and your own worth. That version of you is who this message was written for. Stay with me. What is coming in the next few minutes is going to shift something inside of you. Not because of me, because of what God has already placed inside of you that is finally ready to be heard. Do not look away, do not scroll. The answer you have been quietly searching for is here. I need to pause here for just a breath because this mission, the work of finding people in their darkest moments and speaking truth into their silence, it reaches people all over the world who are sitting alone right now in ways that no one else in their lives can see. If you have ever sat in a quiet room and felt completely invisible, this channel exists for you. Every message shared here is reaching someone tonight who is on the edge of giving up. Someone who does not have anyone to call. Someone who picked up their phone in the middle of the night because the silence was too loud and they needed to know that someone somewhere understood. Now let us go where heaven is calling us. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pin comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded. But more than your support, we want your presence. Believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give and it will be given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. There is someone in your story, you know exactly who I mean. The moment I say it, the one who is supposed to be your safe place. The one who saw the most vulnerable parts of who you were, and then instead of protecting what they were given, chose to misuse it. Maybe they left without warning. Maybe they stayed and made you feel like you were slowly disappearing. Maybe they lied and you knew, and you stayed anyway because you loved them in a way that felt bigger than the evidence in front of you. And then the day came when you could no longer pretend. Heaven recorded every moment of that season. Every night you pressed your face into your pillow so no one would hear you cry. Every morning you had to remind yourself to breathe before you even sat up in bed. Every time you opened your phone hoping and felt that quiet drop in your stomach when there was nothing there. God did not miss a single moment of it. And the person who caused it, the one who walked away, the one who chose themselves over you without looking back, they are not as free as they appear. Something has been moving in the spiritual atmosphere around them. Not in anger, in precision. They cannot sleep the way they used to. In the quiet moments that they cannot fill with noise or distraction, something rises in them. A weight they cannot name. A restlessness that follows them even into their best days. The conscience that they buried underneath new beginnings and new faces is starting to surface. Truth always surfaces. And what is being uncovered right now is not just the truth about them. It is the full truth about your story. The part you were only allowed to see half of the things done behind your back while you were still choosing to believe the best. That truth is on its way to you, not to hurt you again, to finish what the wound started. Let me be careful here because I do not want you to misunderstand what I am about to say. What is coming is not their return. Do not prepare your heart for that. What is coming is something better, something that lasts longer than any apology. Something that their words could never have given you, no matter how perfectly they said them. Clarity. Complete, clean, undeniable clarity about what actually happened, why it happened, and who you truly are on the other side of it. It may come through a conversation with someone unexpected. It may come quietly in prayer, in a sudden knowing that requires no external confirmation, because something inside you finally releases the question it has been. It may arrive as a message, a moment, a dream that leaves you waking up not in pain but in peace. Holding for so long. However it comes, you will recognize it. Your soul already knows the shape of this truth. It has been waiting for it without knowing how to ask for it. And when it arrives, when the last piece settles into place, something in your chest is going to unlock. Not because they finally told you the truth, but because God showed it to you directly. And in that moment, you no longer need them to say a word. The freedom you have been circling around, the peace that kept feeling just out of reach, is on the other side of this arrival. If your soul is reacting as you read this, if something in your chest is shifting, if you feel that quiet recognition that these words are not random, but are speaking directly into something real in your life, do not let it come. This moment close without doing one thing. Subscribe to this channel right now and leave a comment below with the word chosen, just that word, because you are. And sometimes the act of writing it down, even on a screen, even in a moment when you do not fully feel it yet, is the beginning of living like you believe it. Heaven is watching who stays and who walks away. Archangel Michael, the divine guardian of truth and protection, has been assigned to your story, not as a warrior coming to fight your battles in anger, as a guardian coming to cut what should have never held. The next message is already prepared for you and you do not want to miss it. You this long. There are invisible ties, soul ties that form between people in moments of deep emotional vulnerability. They are real even when they cannot be seen. They are the reason why months or even years after someone has left your life, you can still feel them. The reason a certain song can undo you in seconds. The reason you still reach for your phone before you remember there is no longer anyone to reach for. Those ties are being severed now. One by one, with precision and with love, you are going to begin to feel something shift in the coming days. A quiet lightness you cannot fully explain. A morning where you wake up and they are not the first thought in your mind. A moment in an ordinary afternoon where you laugh and realize it reached all the way down. Not just to the surface you show people, but to the part of you that has been quiet for too long. That is not forgetting. That is freedom arriving right on time. I need to say this clearly, not as comfort, but as fact. You were chosen before this wound, not chosen to suffer. Chosen to go through it and emerge carrying something that cannot be taken from you by anyone. The person who hurt you saw something in you that frightened them. Not because you were too much, because they could feel, even if they could not name it, that you carried a light they did not know how to hold without eventually pulling it down to their level. So they did what people do when something beautiful makes them feel small. They tried to diminish it. They lied. They pulled away. They reframed the story until you were the problem. And they were the one who had no other choice. But light cannot be diminished by the person who is afraid of it. Every person who walks through a wound this deep and chooses to heal rather than harden becomes something extraordinary, not bitter, not armored, not closed. Against the world open, but with wisdom. Now living in the openness loving, but with self-worth built into the foundation. It can only be temporarily hidden and yours was never extinguished. Of the love. That is what is happening in you right now, not someday. Not after you have done enough, or healed enough, or prayed enough. Right now, in this very season that still feels unfinished, God is inside the process with you. Not watching from a careful distance. Not waiting for you to get yourself together before He shows up. He is in the middle of it, in the mess of it, in the 200 a.m. version of it that no one else sees. And He is restoring something in you that was never actually destroyed. It was buried. Buried under the weight of a season that was always meant to be temporary. Even when it felt like it would never end, and now the ground is shifting. There is someone in your future. I need you to stay with me as I say this. Because I know what happens when people hear it. Something in you wants to close the door before I finish the sentence. You have heard this before, and you have hoped before, and you know how hope can hurt when it goes unanswered. So you learn to protect yourself from it. You learn to smile when people said it and quietly not believe it. I am not asking you to believe it yet. I am asking you to just let it land. A genuinely different human being shape. Right now in their own fire, sitting in their own quiet, working through their own pain in the dark hours when they think no. There is a real person, not a version of what hurt you with a different face, not the same wound wearing a new name. One is watching. Learning the same things you are learning. What they truly deserve, what they will no longer accept, what kind of love they want to offer, and what kind they need to receive. They are in their own becoming. And their becoming is pointed in the direction of yours. They are being prepared for the version of you that exists right now. Not the you from before, not the open, unguarded, giving without limit version that loved people who had not yet earned it. The you that stands here today, the one who has survived something, the one who has earned depth in places that used to be shallow. The one who will no longer confuse intensity for intimacy or longing for love. Not just when it arrives with everything. That makes the beginning feel like a miracle, but when it stays through the ordinary, through the difficult, through the versions of you that are not easy to. The one who knows in ways that can only be known through loss what it actually feels like when love stays. Love. This person will not make you earn your place in their life. They will not leave you reading between the lines of their silences wondering what you did wrong. They will not love you quietly, secretly, only in the moments when it costs them nothing. They will choose you openly, clearly, without the hesitation that used to make you feel like a question they were still deciding the answer to. You will feel the difference immediately. Not because it will be perfect, but because it will be real. And real, after everything you have carried, will feel like finally being able to breathe in a room you did not know was suffocating you. But here is what I need you to understand. The only thing standing between you and that chapter is the release of what is still holding on inside you. Not them, not circumstance, not timing. The part of your energy that is still quietly tied to what was done to you. The invisible weight of unanswered questions. The space in your chest that still carries their name even when your mind has moved on. The story you have told yourself so many times about why it happened that it has become part of how you see yourself. Let it go, not because they deserve your forgiveness. Let me be very clear about that. This is not about what they deserve. They may never deserve it. That is between them and God. This is entirely about what you deserve. And what you deserve is your own energy back. All of it. Every piece of it that has been sitting in the past instead of building your future. Release it, not in a single dramatic moment. Release it the way the tide pulls back from the shore. Slowly, completely, without looking back to see if the water returns. The heartbreak that is moving toward your door right now is not punishment. It is not proof that love will always hurt you. It is the final act of a chapter that has already been written, arriving to deliver its last line, so that the next chapter can begin. Let it come. Let it say what it came to say. Let the truth speak whatever it needs to speak. And then let it pass through you, carrying with it every unanswered question, every silent wound, every version of the story that kept you smaller than you actually are. And when it leaves, when the air settles, look at what is standing in the space it leaves behind. That is your life, unobstructed, unencumbered, finally entirely yours. Take one breath, feel where you are in this exact moment. Not in the grief of what was taken from you. Not in the fear of what is still uncertain. Right here in this moment where heaven searched until it found you and did not leave until it gave you something real. You are not the person who was hurt. That is important. Say it slowly inside yourself. You were the person who was hurt past tense and you stayed anyway. And you prayed into silences that felt like empty rooms. And you got up on the mornings when getting up felt like the hardest possible thing to ask of a body that had no reason to try. And you kept choosing quietly, invisibly every single day, not to become someone the wound made you into. Not to harden, not to close, not to decide that because one person failed you, love itself was the thing that lied. That choice, that one repeated quiet choice that is not small, that is not something everyone does. That is the kind of faithfulness that heaven does not overlook. God is not writing your next chapter in sorrow. He is writing it in joy that is not fragile, in love that does not require you to make yourself smaller to fit inside it, in mornings that feel like mornings again. Not like just another day of carrying something that was never meant to be yours to carry. In doors that open without you having to beg at them, and people who choose you first, not after everyone else. You are not behind where you were supposed to be. You are not broken beyond what grace can reach. You are not forgotten by the God who counted every tear you cried in private and called every single one of them sacred. You are seen, you are held. You are loved with a love that has no conditions attached to it and no expiration. And no version of you that could ever make it stop being true. And beloved, you are rising, not someday when you have healed perfectly. Now in this breath, in this moment where you stop holding the door open for what has already passed and finally turn around to see what has been walking toward you, not after you have earned it. All along, the best chapter of your life is not the one that broke you. It is the one that begins the moment you believe all the way down into the part of you that still does not quite feel worthy that you deserve the next one. You do receive that completely and do not give it back. You deserve it. Receive that, and now go live like you do. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our COAF community, by doing so you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who were still. You can support this work through the link in the description, or the pinned comment. Stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. The one who hurt you will see it eventually. They will see the version of you that came out of the fire, and they will feel what it means to have walked away from something they can never get back. Not because you planned it that way, because healing is visible. Wholeness is visible. Joy is impossible to hide. Let them see it, not as revenge. As confirmation that God kept every promise He made to you in the silence when no one else was listening but Him. If something in this message moved you today, I want to ask for 3 small things. First, like this video, let it be your quiet yes, not for the algorithm. As a signal to yourself that you received something real today and you were choosing to say yes to it. Second, comment below right now with the word chosen, because you were, and I want to see your name in the comments knowing that you heard it today. Really heard it. Third, subscribe so the next message finds you. What is coming next in this series is directly connected to where today left off, and I do not want you to miss it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying until the end. You were always meant to find this today. You are not here by accident. You are here because you were ready, even if you do not feel ready. Even if everything in you still trembles a little when you think about what is ahead. Ready does not mean fearless. Ready means willing, and you are willing. Heaven already knows it, and you are never alone. Chosen ones, listen carefully. What you are about to hear is not random, and it is not meant for everyone. It may feel like a wake-up call. There is a reason your attention has been drawn to this message, and that reason is bigger than coincidence. This is the moment where preparation ends and action begins. The final step is no longer in front of you somewhere in the distance. It is here right now asking for your courage. And yes, I say final because you're standing at a threshold. Not the end of your life or your story, but the end of a long season of waiting for something outside you to change. This is the moment your desires move from imagination into reality. You stop praying for the door to open and realize it already has. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened. Matthew 77. You've done all that. Now you must step through. This final step will challenge your comfort zone. Do it now, whatever the cost. Not because pain is holy, but because delay is costly. Change comes through action. Do not merely listen. Do what it says. Before we go any further, take a deep breath. Feel it in your chest. Steady your mind, and let your nervous system settle. Because what you're about to do requires. James 1:222. Your life changes because you move. Clarity and commitment. Now, if you want to lock in your intention and make this moment real, do 3 things. Hit the like button, subscribe so we can build this community to 40,000 strong, and leave a comment with the number 99. Think of it as a marker, a declaration, a simple signal that says, I'm here. I'm choosing. Some people will scroll past, but if you're truly a chosen one, you'll stay with me to the end because deep down your spirit already knows this. I'm ready is the step you've been waiting for. And once you make it through, nothing will be the same, so let's dive in. Not gently, not cautiously, but honestly, this is the moment you've been waiting for. The final step toward your destiny. Everything up to now has been building toward this exact point where you must take bold action. You can feel it, can't you? The restlessness, the pressure, the sense that you are running out of tolerance for your own excuses. The universe has aligned in your favor, but it will not live your life for you. It will not carry your body to the starting line. It will not speak the words you refuse to speak. It will not build what you won't begin. It responds to movement. It responds to courage. It responds to the decision that says, I'm going forward even if I'm afraid, because that's what this is, a decision. The only thing standing between you and the success you've been dreaming of is your choice to step forward. Not your talent because you have it. Not your calling because it's been on your life the whole time. Not your potential because it's already there. It's your decision, your willingness to stop circling the same mountain and finally climb it. Choose this day whom you will serve. Joshua 24-15. You could read that as more than a spiritual statement. It's also a life statement. Choose this day who you will be, the one who waits or the one who moves. You've faced countless challenges, setbacks, obstacles that would have broken people who never had your kind of resilience. Every one of them shaped you, trained you, forced strength into places that used to be fragile. Some of your battles were public, but most of them were hidden, fought in silence, fought in the mind, fought in the late hours when nobody was clapping for you. But those wars weren't pointless. They were forging, they were preparation. We also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Romans 5:3. That character you carry now is not an accident. It was built. And because it was built, you are capable of handling what lies ahead. You have been prepared for this. This is your time, and there is no turning back. Not because you're trapped, but because you've outgrown the old version of you. When you step forward, everything you've desired begins to unfold. Abundance, recognition, fulfillment, direction, the kind of peace that comes when you finally stop betraying your own calling. but you might feel afraid, uncertain, unsure. Let me remind you of something your fear doesn't want you to remember. Fear often shows up right before breakthrough. It's the last gatekeeper. It's the final test, and you didn't come this far to stop at the last door. Your greatness is calling you now. Your gifts are tapping you on the shoulder. Your future is pulling on your sleeve. The days of waiting are over. You waited for the perfect moment, the right circumstances, the ideal conditions. The day when you finally feel ready. But the truth is there's no perfect time. There will never be a day when everything lines up so neatly that you feel no nerves. Waiting for perfect conditions is how dreams die quietly. The one who observes the wind will not sow, and the one who regards the clouds will not reap. Ecclesiastes 11:4. In other words, if you keep checking the sky for guarantees, you'll never plant. And if you never plant, you'll never harvest. The moment to act is now. You are ready not because you feel fearless, but because you have everything you need inside you to begin. Your potential is not meant to be stored, it's meant to be released. When you delay, you give away your power. Every moment you wait is a moment lost, and you don't get time back. So imagine what could happen if you took the first step today. Where could you be in a month, a year, 5 years if you simply moved and trusted the process? The universe cannot work in your favor if you were standing still. Move and it will move with you. That's not just motivational language. That's how life responds. Momentum invites momentum. Think of the people who took the leap before you. Entrepreneurs who started with nothing, but an idea and stubborn faith. Leaders who spoke when their voice shook. Artists who created while their bank account laughed at them. They didn't wait for the stars to align or for the world to give them permission. They acted with courage despite uncertainty. They took their destiny into their own hands. Now it's your turn. Your journey to success starts with a single step, and that step is not tomorrow. Don't wait another second. Hesitation has no place in your life anymore. If you've spent time wondering whether you should go for it or hold back, it's time to put those doubts to rest. The time for endless questioning has passed. You are equipped, and this moment is your invitation to act. Opportunities do not wait politely. They come and go faster than people realize, and they do not always return in the same form. Seize it now before it slips away. And let's be real. The regret of not trying is heavier than the pain of trying and struggling. The feeling of what could have been is a quiet ache that grows with time. Challenges along the way will be real, but the rewards will far outweigh temporary discomfort. By acting decisively today, you're choosing your future. You're no longer letting fear and doubt dictate your path. This moment is not a coincidence. It is your destiny calling. Every experience, every trial, every loss, every delay has been preparing you for this very step. And yes, I know you've been tired. I know you've wondered if it's too late. I know you've asked, why is it taking so long? And why does it feel like other people get it easier? But hear me, your timing is not punishment. Your timing is training to everything. There is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:1. The season of waiting was not meant to be permanent. It was meant to build something in you so you can carry what's coming without self-destructing. Now abundance is not a distant dream. It's not a fairy tale for other people. It's here waiting for you to claim it. Every struggle you faced was a stepping stone leading you directly to this moment. You are standing on the threshold of everything you desire, but the key to unlocking it is your willingness to act now without delay. The door is wide open, but only you can walk through it. Too many people spend their entire lives waiting for abundance to fall into their laps. But abundance is not something that is handed out like a prize for being patient. It is something that is built, chosen, and received through action, boldness, and trust. And trust matters, not blind denial of reality. But trust that you are being guided as you move. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. Proverbs 3056. Some of you keep waiting because you want full understanding before you begin, but understanding often follows obedience. The path becomes clear as you walk it. The success you seek is within reach, but it will only materialize when you decide to go for it. Visualize your life overflowing with prosperity, love, and purpose. And don't treat it like fantasy. Treat it like a blueprint, a reality ready to unfold, but it requires ownership. It requires you to embrace your calling unapologetically, open your heart and mind. Take the step and watch how the universe begins to respond. Not because you manipulated it, but because you aligned with what you were meant to do. You are not here by chance. You are chosen. There is a divine purpose attached to your life that only you can fulfill. The challenges you faced, the lessons you learned, the strength you gained, all of it is part of the calling you were destined to answer. And being chosen does not mean life becomes easy. It means your life becomes meaningful. It means you stop living small when you were built to carry impact. For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works which God prepared in advance for us to do. Ephesians 20:10. There are works prepared for you, but you cannot complete what you refuse to start. You've been waiting for a sign, and this is it. This is the call to action you've been asking for. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for approval. Some people will never clap for your growth because it reminds them of their own stagnation. You can't let that keep you stuck. Your path to greatness begins the moment you make a bold decision to act. Being the chosen one means you have a unique ability to make an impact, to live with purpose, to live with passion, to become a vessel for something bigger than ego. But greatness remains dormant if you continue to hesitate. The world is waiting for you to step into your light. And your light is not arrogance, it's clarity. It's service. It's courage. It's the willingness to become who you were created to be. Excuses are walls, invisible barriers that keep you in a cycle of waiting and wishing. But now it's time to break through. No more, I'm not ready. No more. It's not the right time. No more bargaining with your destiny. The right time is now. You will never feel fully ready. And that is the point. Growth does not ask for comfort. It asks for commitment. Every moment you delay is a moment you can't get back. Think about how many opportunities you missed because you waited for the perfect moment. That moment is now. The path you've been dreaming about is right in front of you. And all you have to do is take the first step. Once you do, things begin to fall into place. Not magically, not instantly, but steadily. Every successful person you admire took bold action, even when they didn't feel fully prepared. They didn't wait for the conditions to be perfect. They trusted their instincts and took the plunge. Now it's your turn. Break free from the excuses and step into your destiny today. The universe is always in motion, constantly shifting to meet the energy you put out. But to receive its blessings, you must take the first step. The universe is waiting almost like it's holding its breath, eager to see what you will do. Not because it needs you to be flawless, but because it needs you to be brave. When you move forward with confidence, the universe responds in kind. Opportunities you never imagined open up. People come into your life who support your vision. The right information finds you. The right door appears. The right connection clicks. But it begins with your move. Your actions send the signal that you are ready to receive what you've been praying for. The world is full of limitless possibilities, but they won't find you if you refuse to move. Trust that the universe will meet you halfway. This moment is yours for the taking. You've worked for it, you've earned it, and now it's time to claim your destiny. Do not let fear or uncertainty cloud your judgment. The path to success is not always easy, but it is always worth it. You were born for greatness. This is your time to shine. Your destiny is not a distant future. It is here right now, waiting for you to step into it. Think about the moments in your life when you felt truly alive, truly on fire. Those moments happened when you stepped outside your comfort zone. When you faced fear and took action anyway, that energy is available to you. Again, the only thing standing between you and the fulfillment of your destiny is your decision to act. And listen, the universe is not holding back blessings from you. You are not being teased. You are being trained. The blessings are ready. But you must step into your power first. When you seize this moment, you align with your purpose, and your destiny stops being a concept and becomes a path you walk. Your destiny is calling. Will you answer? Fear is the biggest obstacle you will face on your path to success. It tells you that you're not enough, not capable, that the risk is too great. But here is the truth. The cost of not acting is far greater than the cost of moving forward. The longer you wait, the more you lose. Fear holds you back from the life you were meant to live. Every step towards your goals requires courage, but courage is not something you wait for. Courage is something you practice. As you face fear head-on, you will discover strength you didn't know you had. Fear will lose its grip. You will emerge stronger, more confident, and closer to your purpose. The cost of hesitation is regret, missed opportunities, endless what if. Do not let fear steal your life. For God did not give us a spirit of timidity, but of power and love and self-discipline. 2 Timothy 107. And notice what that verse implies. Power is already available. Love is already available. Discipline is already available. Your job is to step into it. Perfection is a myth. It is a trap that keeps people stuck in indecision. You don't need everything figured out. You just need to start. The first step is always the hardest because it breaks the old pattern. But once you take it, everything else follows. Do not wait for perfect conditions. You have what you need right now. The road to success is filled with uncertainty. And that is what makes it meaningful. If you wait for everything to be perfect, you will never start. And if you never start, you will never know what you're capable of. Take action even when things aren't perfectly aligned. You will figure it out as you go. Imagine where you could be a year from now if you start today. Don't let perfectionism paralyze you. Step into your journey with all its imperfections. And watch how quickly things begin to align around your courage. Your abundance is not out there somewhere. It is waiting for you to open your arms and receive it. The stage has already been set. Opportunities, relationships, blessings, doors, they are ready. but only if you are willing to step forward and claim what's meant for you. The key is believing you deserve it, not in a selfish way, but in a truthful way. You are worthy of success, joy, love, and peace. Stop thinking abundance is something you must chase forever. It is something you attract by alignment and action. When you decide to step into abundance, you begin to see signs that you are on the right path. Everything you've wanted is ready to manifest, but only if you believe in yourself and take the first step. Are you ready to receive? Doubt has no place in your future. It's time to trust yourself fully. Stop questioning whether you're capable. You've already proven your resilience. You've already survived. You've already overcome. Doubt is often just fear wearing a smarter outfit. The way you conquer doubt is by moving. The more you act, the more confidence you build. Trust yourself enough to know you can handle what comes. Your intuition has been guiding you quietly, and now it's time to listen. You've been dreaming about the life you want for so long. Now it's time to make those dreams real. Manifestation requires more than wishing. It requires faith and determination, and it requires the final push of action. This is where thoughts, energy, and movement align. The moment you decide to take the leap, the universe begins to conspire in your favor, and you begin to see how quickly doors can open when you stop shrinking. Think of everything you've manifested before. Small wins, unexpected breakthroughs, lessons that turned into strength. You've done it before and you can do it again. Your dreams are waiting. Take the final step now and watch your life transform. This moment is yours and yours alone. You were chosen for this journey, this challenge, this opportunity. It's time to step into your role as the creator of your destiny. Every experience you've had, every trial and triumph led you here. You were born for this. Taking the leap can feel daunting, but it is the only way to discover how strong and capable you truly are. This is your moment to rise. When you embrace this moment, you embrace your full potential. You step into your power and take charge of your future. Don't let fear keep you in the shadows. Step into the light. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. Isaiah 61. You don't wait for your light. You rise into it. Your success is not as far away as you think. It's a step away, a decision away, an action away. Everything you've been waiting for is within reach, and all it takes is your willingness to take that final step. The delays are over. The time to act is now. Imagine looking back in a year and seeing how far you've come. It starts today with your commitment. Your success is already waiting. All you have to do is claim it. And now, let me deepen this, because some of you need more than hype. You need truth. The future is not some distant dream floating far beyond your reach. It's happening right now. This moment, this second, is where your future begins. Too many people get lost in the idea that they must wait for the perfect time. But the only time you truly own is the present. If you keep waiting, you'll miss what's in front of you. Every second that passes is an opportunity for transformation. The power to shape your life sits inside your choices. And the choice you make today determines the direction you walk tomorrow. Now is the day of salvation. 2 Corinthians 6:2. That verse is spiritual. Yes, but it also carries a practical truth. Now is the day you respond. Procrastination is a thief of success, and it steals quietly. It steals momentum. It steals confidence. It steals the joy of watching your dreams come to life. Do not let the present slip away. This is where everything changes. Look at the people you admire. They didn't wait. They acted even when the world felt unstable and uncertain. They took a leap of faith in the present moment, and you can do the same. Don't let the power of now slip through your fingers. Victory is not something you stumble into. It's something you claim by stepping into your power and owning your future. The path to success is already in front of you, and you are equipped to walk it. Your power is not something you must search for outside of yourself. It resides within you, waiting to be unleashed. Every time you hesitate, you delay your potential. The power to create the life you want, to make the impact you were born to make, is within your grasp. Trust yourself and begin. Victory is not only about reaching goals. It's about becoming the kind of person who keeps moving forward without fear. You are capable of more than you realize, and your potential is not limited. When you step into your power, you begin living on your own terms, making decisions aligned with purpose, attracting opportunities that match your courage. This is your time to shine. Step forward and take control of your destiny. Now understand this too. The journey to success is not a straight path. It's full of turns and detours, and that's what makes it beautiful. Every step, every decision, every challenge is part of your story. Too many people focus only on the destination. But the destination is just one chapter. It's the journey that shapes you. The lessons, the people, the setbacks, the small wins that build confidence, all of it is forming the person you're becoming. And you're not alone in it. The Lord will guide you always. Isaiah 58:11. Guidance does not mean no storms. It means you are not abandoned in them. The greatest barriers between you and your success are often the ones built in your mind. Fear, doubt, insecurity, these are walls you constructed. And now it's time to break them down. Your success is not limited by external forces, as much as it is limited by the moment you decide to stop believing in yourself. Every barrier is an opportunity to prove your strength. Success belongs to those who persist. Every time you break through, you build more resilience, more confidence, more belief. Imagine the life you could create if you no longer let fear control your decisions. Once you break free from self-doubt, your possibilities expand. The world becomes different when you stop negotiating with your potential. The strength to break through is already inside you. All it takes is courage and a first step, and listen closely. Your past does not have the authority to define your future unless you keep handing it the pen. Too often people carry old regrets like chains, letting mistakes and failures shape their next move. But you can rewrite your story at any moment. You are the author of your life. The pages ahead are still blank. The past can be the lesson, but it cannot be your prison. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Isaiah 4:18-19. New things don't begin when you keep staring backward. New things begin when you step forward. Your dreams are not too big. They are not ridiculous. They are not unattainable. In fact, your dreams often reveal your assignment. Too many people settle because they don't believe their dreams are possible. But the biggest accomplishments in history were built by people who refused to let circumstances shrink their vision. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine. Ephesians 3:20, more than you can imagine. That means your dream might be smaller than what you're actually capable of. Daring to dream big means stepping out of comfort. It means risking failure and facing uncertainty. but it also means opening the door to greatness. The bigger your dream, the bigger your growth. Don't let anyone convince you your dream is too much. It's yours for a reason. And if you don't take action on it, who will? At the same time, don't rush the process with panic. There's a difference between urgency and anxiety. Urgency moves with clarity. Anxiety runs with fear. Trust the timing of your life. Every step, delay, setback has been shaping you into the kind of person who can handle what you prayed for. True success requires patience and trust. What's meant for you will not miss you, but it will require your participation. He has made everything beautiful in its time. Ecclesiastes 3:11. Beautiful in its time, not in your impatience. Now, the unknown will try to scare you. The unknown is often the most terrifying part of any journey, but it is also where the magic happens. The certainty of the past may feel comfortable, but the unknown is where transformation lies. Embracing uncertainty doesn't mean you feel no fear. It means you move forward despite it. When you step into the unknown, you open yourself to new opportunities, new experiences, and new growth. You may not have all the answers, and that's okay. Now, faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Hebrews 11:31. You don't need to see the whole staircase. You need to take the next step. And here's the final truth that seals this whole message. There is nothing more powerful than a person who refuses to give up. The world may knock you down. Obstacles may look enormous. Setbacks may feel endless. But when you decide to keep moving forward, you become unstoppable. The journey to success is never easy. But difficulty is where true power is revealed. Let us not become weary in doing good. For at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Galatians 6:17-9. If you do not give up, that's the line, that's the condition, that's the key. So chosen ones, here's your final step spoken plainly. Stop waiting for a feeling to give you permission. Stop waiting for the world to agree with your calling. Stop waiting for perfect circumstances. Decide, move, take the leap. Do the thing you keep postponing. Send the message. Start the project. Apply for the position. Launch the business. Begin the healing. Leave the old pattern. Speak the truth. Return to what you know you're meant to do because your life is calling you forward. And deep down you know it. You are so close. Don't let anything hold you back any longer. Your success is waiting one step away. Take it now and step into the life you were always meant to live. Amen. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you," on this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and this is not poetry. Hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall. Share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on these deep truths. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment. A place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.